Aaron, congratulations on the win. It wasn't pretty the whole time, but in the third quarter, you all seemed to find your groove and were able to push into the fourth quarter for a 10-point lead. What did you see, especially in that third quarter when the tide began to change?
Well, I mean, they're a very good defensive team. They make things difficult for you. I don't think we were at our best, but I had to go back and confirm this. But I don't think a team has shot 50% against them this season. So I think we knew this was going to be a challenge. I thought Maggie was fantastic on both ends of the floor, really. I thought just her rebounding effort down there was fantastic. I did not think we were awesome defensively today. But again, I thought we kind of, for the most part, kept them out of the paint. I think they took probably more three-point shots than they wanted to, but to their credit, they hit some of those today. And maybe not so much at the end, and maybe percentages worked out a little bit, but I think we got some things to clean up defensively, and very happy that we've got an off day here. I think this is much needed, much deserved. This schedule this year has been really tough for a multitude of reasons, but this is an off day that we need tomorrow. And as much as you can say that, right? 13 wins in a row, something like that?
Yeah. It's been pretty good.
I think there's a lot of other people that have it worse. So, we weren't perfect, but I thought our turnover numbers were low today. Maybe we didn't get to the paint as much as we would have liked, but that's what they do. They keep you out of there.
Yeah. Maybe just a couple of comments, Coach. At the start of the game, you were clearly feeling like you called an early timeout, felt like maybe it was a little out of sync there. What did you see from your team there at the start of the basketball game?
Yeah, I didn't think we were very aggressive offensively, and I thought the physicality that St. Louis started the game with last time, I thought, GW did that, and that's the way that they want to play, and it just didn't feel like we were up to it physically. I'll be honest with you, I thought the times we didn't go to the basket, I thought we earned a couple, and maybe some of that's just trying to change the way the game was called a little bit. But I don't think it was one of those like, hey, coach has to call a timeout 2 minutes into the game because we were terrible. I just didn't like the flow that we were in, and the things that we talked about with our movement coming into the game. I didn't think we started the game the way that we would have liked.
Well, you see, we saw Maggie bounce back from that 8-point performance in the last game and go right back to the Maggie that we've seen throughout this season. What did you see from her tonight, and what can you take from this game from her as we continue to go on?
And just the aura and the aura that she gives off, and just the confidence that she was playing with. And I think that's something that she and I in my office last night talked about was, like, you're going to go 0 for 4. It's not changing my subbing. It's not changing, if you were 0 for 4, 0 for 8, the ball's probably still in your hands at the end of the game. So, I've got that confidence in you. I need you to have that confidence and to exude it. I think that's something, too, that, we talked about the pressures of team and all of this stuff. There's pressures on these kids, right? They all know it. They all feel it. I think she's done an awesome, exemplary job this season of how she's carried herself and how she's made plays for other players this year. We've asked her to go make plays, be a playmaker. She's done that. We've asked her to go rebound more. She's done that. And, I get where your question was going there, but I also don't think she played bad last game. I just don't think the ball went through the basket. And all of a sudden, when she starts 0 for 4, 0 for 5, I thought there was a loss of confidence and just, and that can be contagious, and so I think we need her to look as confident and feel as confident as much confidence as I have in her, and I thought she did that today.
Well, you get the rest up tomorrow, but then on Sunday you go a little bit down the road to take on VCU. What's your mindset heading into the VCU game?
Well, first off, happy for Beth. Was texting with her today over at VCU, and Mallory, her baby girl's healthy. She's healthy, so first off, that'll be a cool thing. I don't know if we'll get to see her or not, but kudos to them. It's a really special thing for her and her family. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we played really well against those guys last time. We made shots, and we weren't 33 points better than them last time, and I think we need to regroup and know that. We got to make sure that our defense is a little more solid than it was tonight. We got to get that ball movement. I thought, Maggie and Rachel were great today. I don't think other people were bad. I thought Katie was very solid, but when we're doing this well, that ball's popping around and finding people, and maybe we were in a little bit of I don't want to say rut, but I think we were playing probably a little bit better as of a week ago, and we've kind of sludged a little bit through these last two, but I think that's the sign of a great team too, right? We said we were struggling a little bit last game, going a 19-2 run. have a conversation at halftime that, hey, well, we got to change the pace. We got to change the level that we're playing at right now. And, I think we were, plus 12 or something like that in the second half. All is not lost here, guys. We got some things to work on, like everybody else this time of year.
You've only won 13 in a row and 23 at non-conference games at home, had 17 assists on 24 made baskets. There was a lot of good team basketball.
Well, and there was. And I think we got to remind them of that, too, because, I'm so proud of our kids and our focus and how much we've just looked at the next game and not looked further down the schedule and not worried about defending this or whatever it is from last year. They've been so focused, but sometimes you do have to kind of take a look back and be like, whoa. As much as we don't look back and talk about it, we've stacked 13 of these together. We had a not-so-fun film session the morning after in New York City after that Fordham game. And if you told me from that we were going to fix some things and win 13 in a row, then things are going pretty well. So I think we do have to reflect on that as well.
Absolutely. Coach, congratulations on the win. Good luck against VCU.
Thank you, guys.
Maggie, welcome. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. Hey, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What a great stat line for you. 26 points, 9 of 12 shooting, 4 3-pointers, 11 boards, 3 assists. It just seemed like you went out there and had just one of the best games that you've had this season. What was going well for you tonight?
I think just for us, I felt like our offense was a little bit stagnant. So for me, it was just how can I get in the paint? How can I try and, facilitate for other people? That was really my first thought was, can I get in the paint and find cutters? But then when I was getting in the paint, there were wide open layups. But my team was finding me really well on the arc too. So I can't take all the credit. They were moving. They were finding me. So yeah, a lot of credit to my teammates.
Maybe you could reflect a little bit, the St. Louis game and this game. Both games, you all got off to a little bit of a slow start. What did you think was the difference in this game as you got into that third quarter and began to find your rhythm?
I think in the St. Louis game, I just got very, frustrated early, and they did a really good job taking me out of my rhythm, but I was able to kind of just regroup at the end of that second quarter. Going into halftime, we just talked about what we needed to fix, and we regrouped, and I think it helped that my teammates had my back and they let me know it.
You certainly found a fix for it.
Mm-hmm.
13 straight games in A-10 play. What does the mindset of the team have to be doing during this time frame? I mean, you had a tough loss at Fordham, and you've been able to push through. You've had some games where you've blown people out. You've had some games where they've been tight, and you had games where maybe things didn't start off the way you guys wanted to start. How have you guys been able to work your way through these 13 games?
I think we just take it one game at a time, take advantage of the off days that we have, and we prepare really well for the games coming ahead. We don't really look at, we're not focused on Davidson, we're focused on VCU. And we're going to take tomorrow off, completely off. We went, 10 days straight now? And that was a lot. So we're going to definitely take advantage of the off day, prepare Friday and Saturday, and then just get ready for VCU.
Now, a game like tonight, does that kind of prepare you for, and not to look too much ahead, obviously, but the A-10 tournament is around the corner, but do games like this kind of prepare you for what you're going to see when the tournament hits?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think we've said this all season, but winning the A-10s last year, every team is going to give us their best game every single night. We know what's going to come. We know everybody's going to give us their best shot. So we just have to stay composed as a team. We have to dictate what we want to dictate and, prepare and stop what they want to do. So, it's just, yeah.
Maggie, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on a great game and what's been a terrific season. Good luck against VCU.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that's Maggie Dugan. Again, stat line for her, 26 points, 11 boards,